The Mandalorian, created by Jon Favreau, is a Disney Plus Star Wars spin-off TV show starring Pedro Pascal in the title role. Pedro Pascal, who you remember from the Game of Thrones, plays the titular hero of the series. The recent Star Wars movies has been anything but great. The Force Awakens was pretty good, but then The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker pretty much crashed and burned at the box office. So when I heard that Disney was making a standalone spin-off series, I was kind of skeptical. I remember watching the pilot and I was blown away by the sheer awesomeness of the pilot episode. Full disclosure, I am an avid Star Wars fan. I have watched all the original movies and the spin-off movies and the animated series like Clone Wars, and it's fair to say that I make a pretty decent judge in reviewing the series. The Mandalorian is about a bounty hunter who one day on one of his bounty hunting missions comes across Baby Yoda. Obviously he's not called Baby Yoda in the series, but the internet seems to be calling him so. So where were we? Oh yes. The Mandalorian rescues Baby Yoda and takes him on one of his adventures, also protecting him from bad people who have placed a bounty on their heads. Jon Favreau, who directed The Iron Man and also the live-action adaptation of The Lion King, helms this amazing adaptation set in the Star Wars universe. The show is 8 episodes long, with each episode directed by a different director. Dave Filoni, who you may remember from the Clone Wars animated series, directs 2 episodes, with one being the pilot and the second being the 5th episode. He sets the tone and the look of the remaining episodes. Rick Famuyiwa, who is known for his astounding work in the movie Dope, directs the 2nd episode. Deborah Chow directs the 3rd and the 7th, while Bryce Dallas Howard directs the 4th and Taika Waititi of the Thor Ragnarok fame directs the final episode, which also happens to be one of my favorite ones. Fun fact, he also plays the role of IG-11, a bounty hunter droid who is also one of my favorite droids in the Star Wars universe. There's so much about The Mandalorian that is incredible and enjoyable to watch. The story has a clear direction from start to finish. The creators of the show had a clear picture in where they wanted to take the story, and it shows in the script and execution. Unlike The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, which was a convoluted mess and a shit show, The Mandalorian is how future Star Wars should aspire to be. Rogue One was also pretty good. That said, the show is everything the last 2 Star Wars movies lacked. A good story, a clear direction, and Baby Yoda, who is already a cultural icon. To think a spin-off Star Wars character is already the most beloved character in all of Star Wars history is saying a lot. I mean, just look at him. The episodes in The Mandalorian is fairly episodic and are quite enjoyable to watch. The practical effects that the Star Wars is famous for is present in the show, and the set pieces and the CGI give an impression that you're watching a big budget Star Wars movie. The action and the effects are so well produced that it puts many big budget Hollywood movies to shame. Looks like Disney were pretty generous with the production budget of The Mandalorian. Each episode feels like a standalone movie, and it shows in its execution. Coming to the characters, Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian, is a man of few words. He wears a helmet following the code and teachings of his creed. You may remember another Mandalorian, Boba Fett, from the original Star Wars movies, although this version of the Mandalorian is miles ahead in terms of characterization. I mean, how do you empathize with a character who rarely talks and whose face is covered in almost all of the 8 episodes of the season? Pedro Pascal portrays the character with such class and finesse that just through his actions he brings loads of screen presence. The character is also given a good backstory, and his loyalty to his creed adds loads of emotion to his faceless character. You can feel the emotions oozing out of him by just watching his minor interactions with Baby Yoda and other characters in the show. Physical action, which is very hard to pull off, was done masterfully by him, and I was shocked at how invested I was in the character without even seeing his face throughout all of the episodes. Coming to the other characters, all the characters in this show are great. Each character is given a 3-dimensional role. Gina Carano with an ex-shock trooper is great. She carries through the female role with ease. Carl Weathers as Grief Karga is a delight to watch. Nick Nolte as Quill is pretty amazing, and Taika Waititi as the voice of IG-11 is pretty fun to watch. The music score is amazing in this series. This is the first time ever that the Star Wars franchise has used music not produced by John Williams. John Williams is responsible for making the iconic Star Wars score in all of the prequels and the later movies. This time around, the music is composed by Ludwig Göransson, whose previous works include Creed and Black Panther. His music is astounding in this series. It does feel a bit familiar to the Star Wars score of John Williams, but also fairly different. The music definitely stands out, and the theme song of the series is absolutely phenomenal. Everything in The Mandalorian screams big budget, from huge action set pieces to different alien planets to the extraordinary CGI to breathtaking locations and monsters. Nothing feels recycled from the old Star Wars sets. Even the costume designs, starting with the shining Mandalorian armor all the way to the stormtroopers, looks amazing. Each episode sorts of acts in a standalone manner, with an exception of the last 2 episodes. There is also a filler episode that is quite fun to watch. I like how this show explores the lore behind the Mandalorian. This show gives just enough exposition to the Mandalore Creed and what they stand for. This makes the story more interesting and adds to the drama and characterization of our main hero. I also like how this series never fully explains what Baby Yoda and who he really is. They do give slight hints as to Baby Yoda belonging to the now extinct Jedi Order, but never fully reveal where Baby Yoda came from and how. By end of the show, the story does offer up slight hints that this aspect of the story may be explored further in season 2, and now I'm pretty excited for that. Overall, The Mandalorian is just what the fans of the Star Wars needed. A good Star Wars story with a clear direction that does not suck. The creators of the story knew that they were doing and stuck with the same formula from start to finish. The story is loads of fun with interesting characters and lores to keep the viewer interested. The Mandalorian also appeals to the younger, more mainstream audience who have not watched Star Wars before or may have just watched a few recent ones. The Mandalorian does offer up enough connect with a wide range of viewers, no matter how young or how old. What The Mandalorian did was not just revitalize my love for Star Wars, but also the fact that Disney is capable of making good Star Wars provided that someone has a clear direction in where they want to take it. Overall, I give The Mandalorian a 10 out of 10. A flawless take on Star Wars franchise that is incredible and engaging from start to finish to both fans and non-fans of Star Wars alike. So what did you think of this review? Let me know in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. If you would like to see more reviews like this in the future, please hit the notification bell icon so you get informed when a new video is up. That's it for the end of this video. Take care, stay safe, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.